My Dad, the Bounty Hunter is back on Netflix for its second season, so today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Season 2 finds Sean and Lisa adjusting to their everyday lives after helping their dad take down the conglomerate, or so they think. When Dad is taken by the intergalactic enemies he thought they escaped, the kids find themselves on a new hyperspace adventure, but this time, Mom is in the driver's seat. So Season 2 focuses a lot more on the relationship between the mother and Sean and Lisa. The first season really focused on the father and Sean and Lisa. Sean and Lisa, their two kids. And I really liked that first season, My Dad, the Bounty Hunter. Had some really deep themes to it, a really fun story, and beautiful animation. And that's very similar to Season 2. And it did take some time to adjust to a new character in the front seat of this show, since we did have a lot of the father in the first season, so now we focus on the mother. And the mother is just as good as the father in the seasons. She is trying to keep her kids safe, and these kids, they want to go on these fun adventures. Then we have some new characters that are introduced. Blobby, this blob that joins them on the adventure, but the way that they craft this relationship between mother and two kids was very similar to that first season. They have to protect each other, they have to trust each other, and that is where a lot of the development for these characters really come out. And what Season 2 does so well is it really builds on the lore set within My Dad, the Bounty Hunter, from the hyperspace adventures to the different bounty hunters within here to looking at the family history as well. And so there are so many things that they do within here, Season 2, that makes it feel bigger than Season 1, as the mother is now going on this adventure trying to find their father in the show, and he was taken in the beginning of it, so now it's up to them three to find their father. In the middle half, it becomes clear that it's not just a story about trying to find the father. There's much more at stake, and that's where we look at more of this family's history and where they come from and the world that they live in. And I think the series does a great job of just understanding these characters and giving them personalities and having storylines throughout that adds so much depth to them, especially the mother, as we see what she's struggling with when we get to like the middle half of the series, as we start to look at her family history and where she's come from and the world that she lived on, and how her family, her parents, were affected by all of this. So there's a lot of deeper themes and some depth given to especially the mother this time around, and where I liked her in the first season, but you definitely felt like she was just there in the background, as it was just focused on the father and his two kids. Now we get to see that this family is more rounded out and stronger compared to that first season. The animation still is really good. There's a lot of action that goes on in here. At times, this series does take some inspiration from Black Panther, as this world has this element that is very important to their world, and it gives them power, and it's part of who they are. And they want to keep it away from other planets, other people, much like Vibranium from Black Panther. And we have people that are trying to control this element, and I found some similarities to Black Panther when it came to that, how it gives them their power and they want to protect it. So you see some inspiration from other superhero shows as well, and a lot of the action just flows very nicely. Sean and Lisa are still really likable. They grow throughout Season 2 as they start to learn a little bit about who they are and their relationship with their mother as well. They have times where they're separated from their family, so they have to step up and protect each other. And I still really like Sean and Lisa. And they have Blobby in here, this blue blob that adds a lot to the humor in here and just really makes certain scenes really feel lighthearted compared to the story, which is about family and the struggles of trying to connect with each other. Blobby is there to kind of ease the tension a little bit and make certain scenes really lighthearted. But overall, My Dad the Bounty Hunter took some time to adjust to the character that's kind of in the front seat of the series, but I really like the mother in here, and she adds a lot to the show. More rounded out character compared to the first season, and the dad still has a lot to do in here, but it's not all about him, and he's not the one that's controlling the scenes. The mother is, and I really like that because you get a new perspective of the show, a new character to really latch onto and see that relationship develop throughout. So My Dad the Bounty Hunter season 2, still a really good show. The action flows very nicely. It feels really grand towards the end of it all. Really nice build up. There's a lot of storylines that are kind of piling on top of each other, but they do it in a way that makes the pacing feel really good, and you're still invested in the story and looking at the family, and then just the overall viewpoint of what a family is and your legacy and your duty as well. So there's a lot in here that makes it really mature, but also fun for kids to watch as well. So before I give you my score for My Dad the Bounty Hunter season 2 on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give My Dad the Bounty Hunter season 2 a B+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for My Dad the Bounty Hunter season 2 on Netflix. If you guys seen it by chance, what'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.